real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining me from. Thank y'all again for stopping by the live stream. Today it's not cheating, it's exercising our options. We just want to talk about cheating today. But before we get started, shout out to the MTZ crew, Michael Beat Your Life. I see you're on here, Jacob Tanjay, and also the ZPD crew. Robert Dame, you out there. I forgot to look up the peso. Let me look it up real quick. It ain't going to take me but a second. Any new viewers and subscribers joining me for the first time, welcome. Any old heads, I see Jeffrey Tatter, J Money, Sam Champion. What's going on? Earl Teal, the first member of my Hall of Fame. Spent 1 million pesos. It's 54.44 pesos, guys. Still a great rate. Anybody catching me on replay, thank y'all so much. Really, really appreciate it. Thank y'all for the Jeffrey Taylor. Jacob Tanjay says, great story, Brother Cal. Intriguing. Thank you. That's part one. I've got part 2 and part 3 coming up. And I want to thank everybody who's gone on Amazon and bought the ebook. It's still available. It's in the description here. But I was having so much trouble formatting it for audiobook to put on anywhere. So I just said, well, I'll just upload it for everybody. I wasn't trying to slap the people who supported me with the ebook in the face because, their support is genuine. But what I'm going to do is, Merlin's working on it right now. We're going to put the setup 1, 2, and 3, and then the other 4 stories in one ebook, and we're going to put that on Amazon. That'll be done by the weekend. And then I'm going to do the audiobooks for them and put them on Facebook to try to get, following. People like that kind of stuff, teleseries. They listen to that stuff over here. I even might try to hire some actors to, I got to get better light, man. Something's going on. To act that out for me. Just going the extra mile, man, because I told you I'm on a whole other level than these other vloggers that y'all support so vigorously over here. I got to earn, man. I'm going to do it. I don't have a problem with that. Hey, King Artie says, hello, Calvin. It's Jungle Space Cowboy. But, the video me and Merlin did yesterday, sex, money, third parties. We're just trying to let you guys know that a relationship over here is different than what it is at home. Cultural differences matter over here. But y'all keep wanting to push back. I said, man, me and Merlin, we've been together for 4 years. That's a lifetime over here. And you know what some guy says who's never been to the Philippines before? He doesn't have a relationship with a Filipino at all. Oh, 4 years is nothing, he said. My parents have been together for 15 years. After 15 years, talk to me. You're missing the whole point. And another thing you missed is one of the reasons I bring Merlin on, not only just to get her perspective, but to show you how little she knows about the West and about foreigners, okay? I want you to see yourself as Merlin when you get over here. You know very little about the Philippines and Filipinos. But for some reason, we think we do. We think we're smarter than Merlin or smarter than Filipinos. You're not. So when she says something like, when she made that statement yesterday about, foreign men don't spend time with their kids or something, she has no idea what she's talking about. And remember, she's speaking Filipino language. She probably was saying something totally different. She can't articulate that. She's, you know what I mean? Foreign men she's ever been around, one, me. Okay? It's just not true. But y'all been on that. Of all the stuff in that video that can help you, you grabbed that and ran with it when it's not true. She's the wrong person to give that information. But the point is, she knows very little about America, about the West, about foreigners. And when you flip that around, we know very little about the Philippines and Filipinos. That's why I bring her on there. But y'all miss all of that, most of you do. You sit there and you just want to debate me. I'm like, this is the reason why we get scammed over here. We won't listen. You just want to show me who you're smarter than me. Well, hell, it's not hard to do. But this is a pretty interesting topic. This cheating. I tried to look up the word as it related to relationships. I couldn't find anything. But it goes way, way back to like the 16th century from some French word that's cheating, but it has something to do with fraud and all of that, right? There's so many definitions of cheating, though. The word really is infidelity, but that sounds too light. It sounds too soft. You know, we want something that makes you seem like an evil person, like you really did something bad, and so they put cheating on there when it's really called infidelity. And since all relationships are terminal, just like Michael Beecher Life says, all of our lives are terminal. And they're going to end one way or the other. What difference does it make why they end? Why do we put cheating way up here when it doesn't matter what you do if the relationship is over? We've all had more than one committed, long-term, intimate relationship. Everybody's looking for that soulmate, right? But it's very rare do we find one person and go the rest of our lives with. You're going to break up for some reason. But they always put this cheating on there. And I want to talk about it today because a lot of us beat our chest and say, oh, I'm not cheating on my woman because there's no opportunity there. You don't have the opportunity to cheat. You know, you're just so happy that your woman's even with you. You know, but see, high value men, we don't call it cheating. We call it exercising our options. And here's what everybody agrees on. That having sex with someone else while you're in a committed relationship is cheating. But what else constitutes cheating? Man, it's a broad term, guys. What if I decide to take my attractive neighbor out to lunch? Is that cheating? Would that be considered cheating? I think it would, depending on who you're talking to. What if I'm chatting with someone on the dating site or on Facebook, flirting, chatting? Is that cheating? You know, but it's really infidelity. Okay, this guy says, what's his name? Where is he? Retired 2019 said, Cal, was that based on a true story? It actually is. They all are. All of my stories are based on a true story in a roundabout way. Okay? Not word for word. I changed the names. I changed a lot of the story to protect the innocent. Swade Houston says, Cal, just listen to your audiobook. You're a very talented writer, boss. Hey, thanks, man. This is just stuff that story flowed so freely out of my mind. I wrote it, that part one, all in one sitting. I didn't even get up from the computer. It just came out. But I'm just trying to offer a little bit more on my channel, man, than just the basic, vlogs. Because I am a vlogger, because one guy says, well, you're talking about you don't want Marilyn or the woman sharing your information, but you come on the YouTube and say this and say that. Well, I'm a vlogger. That's what we do. But I know what lines not to cross. I mean, What's up, Kamal? Internet Explorer says, I'm a young dude and watching your videos really opened my eyes to the opportunity us Americans have in other countries. See, thank you, man. This young guy, he gets it. This is what it's all about. It's not really what I'm saying. It's about what I'm doing. People give me messages all the time thanking me for showing them a new way, another option. That's all it is. That's what I'm doing. But people are so hell bent on debating me. It's like, I'm not a debater. I'm over here living my best life, minding my own business. I don't want to debate you. Okay, I'll give it to you. You're smarter than me. Okay? I see the poor man's passport guy. Hey, man, I sent you an email. Check your email. I want to interview you. We want to get down to the nitty gritty, brother. You got a great story. Share it with people. Hollywood Baby says, hey, Cal, finally caught you live again. Great to see you, bro. That last live stream with the panel was off the chain. It was a good channel, man. I had the poor man's passport guide. I had Freddie down in Florida, and of course, Robert D, the ZPD crew on here. Hey, Gabriel Lincoln said, I really enjoyed part one. Looking forward to the rest of the story. Hey, thank you, man. And that's what I want to do. I want to build up some anticipation. You share that, man. Hit the like button if you like a vlog or the story or whatever it is, guys. Just do that for me. Because that helps me to continue to create and give you the great content that I've been known for. What's up, Mike Dawsonville? He said, hey, Cal, very nice story. The wording was excellent. You're very talented, brother. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, man. I'm a beginner, man. I really am. And I knew that my audio book would be better than the ebook because I can't find me an editor. But I've got a suggestion. Somebody told me to go to Fiverr, and I could hire somebody there to help me edit. But hey, Elette Mercado, she said, Cal, I'm working, but you're in the background. Okay. Now we were talking about infidelity, but they call it cheating because it's gotta sound bad. It's gotta sound evil. So here's crazy. We want to talk about who cheats more. Obviously men cheat more. You know why? Because we have that testosterone, which is responsible for our strong desire to have sex. I mean, it's not that women are these angels. It's just that we've got a set of balls. We've got that testosterone. So, of course, men are going to cheat more. Okay. And it says 90% of people around the world, and I forgot to put the link in here, but I will. It's from Psychology Today. I got a lot of this information, and I'll put the link in there. I apologize for that. It says 90% of people believe that cheating is unacceptable, but 30 to 40% of us cheat. Okay. And then they say gave some reasons why, anger, self-esteem, lack of love, low commitment, need for variety, neglect, sexual desire, and this is the one that hit me. Situation or circumstance. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that one because I found myself in an emotional entanglement not long ago. But don't beat your chest because a lot of you guys are not cheating because you don't have the opportunity. That's all it is. If the right woman if you're in a committed relationship, the wrong woman came around and offered yourself to her to throw themselves at you, you probably couldn't fight it off. See, that's what happened to me. They call that because they say there's 3 reasons that people cheat. Individual reasons, the character, the quality of the person, right? That's one of the reasons. The second reason they say is relationship reasons. You're dissatisfied, you're unfulfilled sexually, you got to have conflict in your relationship. But then the third reason gets a lot of good men. It says it's called situational reasons. It says a person might not have a personality that that's prone to cheating, okay, and might be in a, what's it say, perfectly happy relationship. But some situations are more tempting than others. Okay, something about our environment puts us at risk. And one of them is spending time in settings with attractive people can make cheating more likely. Okay, this is what happened to me. Okay, when the situation I had, the situational. I'm in a perfectly happy relationship. I was minding my own business. I wasn't looking for anything, and I show up in this place, Santa Catalina. Um, I'm looking for the foreigner to help, and boom, there's a 21-year-old woman there, attractive young lady that basically just throws herself at me and says, "Hey, I'm yours if you want me." Okay, and it just came out of the clear blue sky. This is situational reasons, okay? Because I don't go out looking for women, and I'm not trying to find anybody, guys, okay? Hey, W, Secrets to Success, thanks for that super chat. He says, hey, Cal, stick with your audio version. The story is only as good as the storyteller. Thank you, man. I'm going to do that. The universe put that on my mind today to go ahead and release that. Because I'm having some problems. These audiobooks is different than ebooks. The covers and everything have to be a certain standard. It has to, and what happened with me was I left out one word I left out volume 1 on my cover, and that it wasn't on my title of my ebook, so they kept, denying it. So I said, to hell with it. Jacob Tanjay said, the spirit may be willing, but the flesh is weak. And this is what this situational reasons are. But let's talk about some of this other stuff. But remember, guys, when you come over here with a relationship, this is another reason I'm telling you, because the opportunity is going to be here. See? But a lot of you aren't going to do it, not because you're some type of Christians, or you're some type of morally, moral creatures. It's because you're afraid. Okay, you're afraid to do it. You're so happy that this woman over here wants you, that you don't want to take any chances. But I'm talking about cultural differences on that because I'm backing up a little bit on that video with Marilyn, because I'm gonna tell you something what's going to happen in the beginning, then we'll get back. You're going to take for granted that they understand English and they understand it well. But this, is going to drive you crazy, okay? And guess what's going to drive them crazy about you? Our impatience. Yeah, our priorities. See, we think stuff is important that they don't think is important. Our mannerisms, the way we say things. That's why a lot of the first relationships over here do not work. They don't work. Because you get on each other's nerves so bad that you just give up. But yeah, let's talk about some of this stuff. Okay. What did I put down here? Okay, let me get over here to my, okay. Yeah, they talked about why people cheat. And then Don Ridgeway said, what's up, brother Cal? My lunch break, working second shift. Thank you, brother. Al Rogan says, I just got tired of hoeing. That is some empty relationships. Yeah, but it's not always about that, Al. Like I said, sometimes it's situational. Sometimes it's like you. You're the individual. You got certain qualities about you that make you prone to cheating. So you was doing it. Okay? But everybody's not the same. Our walk says, yeah, communication is the key. If they can't understand the mannerisms and gestures you have when you're explaining something, it becomes difficult. It does. You're going to hear that, You're going to be, and then, just Because when you come over here, you're not going to know diddly about this country, and they're going to take it for granted just one split second that you do. Just the simplest stuff. You may get upset because you got to pay a terminal fee at the damn port, or at the bus station, at the airport. And it's going to drive them crazy because you're complaining about it. Rodney Dasher says, yellow fever is forever. It's not going nowhere, and it's 24 hours, 30-pound cake surrounded me. It almost messed me up. Yes, the situational reasons, man, it's powerful, man, because I'm glad it was on there, because that's what I was trying to explain to Marilyn about what happened to me. I said, I'm not looking for any woman, but there it is right there in Psychology Today, the article about why people, it's infidelity, guys. It's not cheating. Okay. And I was just got to the point where I said, okay, I didn't even care, when he came out, because I was tired of, ducking and dodging and all that stuff. But we make such a big deal out of this cheating. Who came up with that? Anyway, because all relationships are going to end anyway. What difference does it make why it ends? Is one reason worse than the other? I don't think so. You're going to die. Does it matter if you die in a plane crash or somebody blows your damn brains out or you have a heart attack? You're dead. So that's the way I feel. Why are we making such a big deal out of it, man, with this? Oh, that's the worst thing you could possibly do. Oh, you think it is? What about if you're over there beating your damn woman or neglecting the family? You're not taking proper care of them. You're neglecting them. You're not paying the bills. They don't have enough food to eat. But they put that cheating up there. That's what I wanted to talk about, because a lot of you guys over there, oh, man, I'm this moral creature, I'm Jesus Jr. When the fact of the matter is you just don't have the opportunity. The opportunity's not there for you. Because I used to do the same thing. Hell. But it wasn't there. Let the right woman or the wrong woman come along. You're going to throw that out the window, buddy. Because of that testosterone that you carrying around in your nuts. That y'all want to be in denial about. Hey, Keith, he said, Brother Cal, my fiance does that. Huh? Yeah, it gets irritating. And I'm starting to learn her culture. We have to slow down and understand we need patience. Yeah. And your impatience drives them crazy. Okay? It really does. Me and Merlin, man, we have discussions like that all the time. I want Merlin to do a video on her own when I'm not around, because people says, oh, I'm pulling her strings. I'm not. I wouldn't do that. I've got a real life channel. I've got an organic, authentic, original channel. And a lot of you guys can't handle that. I got an email from a guy yesterday. He lifted my spirits when I really needed it. He said, Cal, that's why they hate you. He said, Western people, we love that artificial stuff so we can copy it. Okay? Reverse engineer it and duplicate it. He said, but when you come on with your original stuff and they can't copy it, they get angry. They get mad. So they want to try to smear your name and everything like that. And I see it's what's happening. It's just what it is, guys. So you can't, so it was a powerful email he wrote me, man. I was like, dude, you're right. Laura says, I think some folks are destined to failure in practicing monogamy. So there needs to be open communication. The book, The Ethical Slut, talks about honesty and openness. The title sounds terrible. And it gets back to what I was saying, Laura. All relationships are going to end anyway. Does it matter why they end? Why have we placed this cheating so far up there when, what difference does it make why you break up? Phil Locks says, I need some advice. What's the best app to wire money to a friend in St. Carlos City? Well, several, man. They're all the same. Trust me. You're not going to save any more money. Now, you may get a savings on your first remittance, Phil. So I would look at World Remit, Remitly, Zoom, Western Union. You're basically going to pay the same. Okay? Craig Anthony says, hey, Cal, great video with Merlin and glad to see you. Yeah, thank you, man. Some people understand what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to show you what life is really like over here. That's all. And a lot of the things that I encounter, you're going to encounter too. Trying to work through a relationship and build a relationship over here is totally different than over there because cultural differences matter. But we don't seem to think they do. We just, gloss over that and you end up, and going down the drain. You end to look up and, oh man, I've been with 4 women over here. What's going on? Is it me? No, it's not you. It's y'all. But once you figure out, okay, I know what's happening over here. When they do this, this is coming next. You start to understand the culture a little bit. Okay. And things get better. You won't run off from the women when things, they start getting on your nerves, because you just say, oh, well, that's just the way it is over here. John Gomez says, I met so many beautiful women there. I did not go there for the women. I was on a break from a relationship with my wife. And still my wife accused me of having a relationship with one of the truth. Well, see, in her mind, that might have been cheating, John. See, like I said, what constitutes cheating? Is it just when you lay down with a woman and you're already in a committed relationship, is that cheating? Or if you go out island hopping with those beautiful women like you did, see, your wife may look at that as cheating. This is what's so confusing. Butcher says, hello, Cal, and I'll do Marilyn want her own channel. She really doesn't. I'll bring Marilyn on the channel to show y'all how little we know about the Philippines. But y'all miss that. Y'all hanging on every word she says instead of saying, like, well, this woman don't know diddly about America, about the West, about foreigners. And neither do you. But for some reason, when we come over here, because some guy, I think his name was, he'll probably be on here hating. I haven't got rid of him yet because I don't care. If you don't agree with me, it doesn't matter as long as you don't attack me. But he says, oh, I did my research and this and that. Man, you can't study. This isn't a test over here. You can't study for what you're going to see over here. Okay, we seem to think we're smarter than them. If I just, do my research, if I just do this, if I just do that, I'm going to be okay. No. This isn't on-the-job training over here. My challenge just kind of prevents you from being, when they ambush, because when it happens to you, I want you to say, oh, man, Calvin talked about that. When you take her out to the restaurant like that guy did when me and Clint Dow was here, and you got to take 20 of them. That happened to me before. Sober Sunset says, I just got back from my wife's village, and I felt like a damn prisoner. I couldn't take a walk without someone accompanying me. See, this is cultural differences. Steve says, hey, Minister Calvin, greetings from Toronto. Your success story of a brother living his dream and providing living proof of what's possible outside the matrix. Thanks. See, that's all I'm trying to be. I'm just trying to say, hey, look at me. I did it. I told my boss to kiss my ass, and I jumped off the hamster wheel. Okay, you can do it too. It's not easy. Some sacrifices has to be made. A price has to be paid, and you usually have to pay it up front. But if not now, then when? If not the Philippines, then where? That's all I'm saying. You can't. One thing I'm going to make another rule is rule number 16. You can't complain unless you're going to do something about it. But just to sit around and complain, I don't want to hear that. Now, if you're going to do something about it, okay. Kamal says they consider an affair cheating, but refer to marriage as a business institution. Yeah. But the bottom line is, if a man is abusing you, physically abusing you, or a woman's physically abusing you, and you leave, what difference does it make, is what I'm saying. why the relationship broke up. It broke up. You're going to die. Does it make a difference how you die? I know most of us want to die in our sleep, but you're going to be dead. It doesn't matter. So we put this, it's really called infidelity, but that's too soft. It's not evil enough. It's not mean enough. It doesn't beat you over the head enough. Oh, he's a cheater. He cheats, and all of that, right? Alpino R says, I like when Merlin gets on. I believe she really keeps it real. Merlin had me cracking up when she said to Cal, they pay me some money. I don't understand. No, hey, pay me some money. Yeah, she said that. But I'm trying to show you the inside of the mind of a woman over here and how they look at you. She's never asked those clowns, okay, for not one penny for her children. She don't even expect that. But you, yeah, she's expecting it from you. She's going to say, yeah, leave me something to get on with my life. I'm like, well, A secret war said monogamy is for common folks to prevent population increase, while kings and rulers have whole harems, concubines, etc. Yeah, it's a double standard. But infidelity just isn't hard enough. So we don't use that word. We use cheating. We want to make it seem so bad. What's up, Chris McDonald? Gil Bellamy says, it's talking to another woman cheating. It's a state of mind. See, this is what I'm saying. Gil, what constitutes cheating? Because they can use that. Man, it's such a broad term. But we all seem to agree that all cheat, you have to lay down with a woman. Lay down with a man to cheat. When your body could be here with your woman, but your mind is way across town. It was a song like that. That's cheating too. Okay, if somebody has my woman's attention other than me, that's cheating. She may be laying her with me. Mike Dorsonville says the biggest problem between the foreign and the Philippine relationship is the culture barrier. It is, Mike. But we act like it's no big deal. We think we can just get off a plane, come over and have a relationship with a woman and practice the same stuff we did at home. I'm going to say it over and over and over till you get over here and you're going to see. I think I'm telling the truth. Why do you think it takes so many relationships? If it was the same way, why do you have so many over here? You see? I mean, okay, two of my closest friends over here. One was with his woman for about 6 months. One was with his woman not even a year. They broke up. Now they're with somebody else or with several other people because of the cultural differences, man. It's going to drive you crazy. It's going to drive both of you crazy. So if you got, the only way it's going to work is if that physical attraction is there, which a lot of times it's really not. If that chemistry is there, other than that, you're going to let it go. Terrence People says, hey, Calvin, does rock construction work all over the Philippines or just where y'all live? We're in Puerto Princesa. Yeah, he basically works in Negros Island. Geechee Lion says, music home. Man, how many channels do you got? How many profiles you got? You're like a Filipino woman. All these damn, you got Geechee Lion home, music home. He's got Geechee Lion, Philippine Journey. How many you got? Okay, Harold Teal said cheating is to actually get the yummy and get caught in the act. Wow. King B. Stacker said, what's up, people? Now he's over here now. What's up, E. Parquette says, what's up, Cal? Sunshine Crew. Well, hell, I've done it. Keith said, Cal, you need to do a video and tell you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, I probably got 5 of them already. But that's what we do. We come over, we get focused in on one, we laser focus on one woman that we meet online. We get over here, we don't even get to see what else is available. Cedric Johnson said, cheating, infidelity, same thing. Yeah, it is the same thing, but what I'm saying, Cedric, is it's the same thing, but you don't never hear anybody say infidelity. It's always cheating, because infidelity doesn't sound so raw. It doesn't sound so rough and so evil. I respectfully disagree with you, big brother, but you're mixing in facts and common sense in with your opinion. Yeah, but I mean, it is the same thing, brother. You're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm saying that cheating, go back and listen to the beginning of this vlog, Cedric. I said cheating is actually infidelity, but we don't use the word infidelity much, Cedric, because it doesn't sound strong enough. It's not punishing enough. It's not evil and angry enough. Okay, brother? I think you know what I'm talking about. Hey, Alex Cap said, Calvin, what do you think about Lapu Lapu? I met a girl online. I want to come to Philippines to visit her. I like Lapu Lapu. It's congested, though. A lot of people there. All you have to do, though, is go across the bridge, which to Cebu, which is congested, but not as congested as Lapu Lapu. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with Lapu Lapu. Now remember, Lapu Lapu is a tourist place. It's expensive over there, and I think a lot of people don't understand that. That's why when you go, me and Franz, we went when we were there back toward in Christmas time. We went and got a manicure and pedicure, and I think it was like 400 pesos or 500 pesos. Normally, it's only like 75 pesos for your hands, 75 for your feet. So you're going to see prices like that in Lapu Lapu, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Gil Bellamy says, is it cheating just by thinking or looking at another woman? Yeah, see, we can go on and on with that. Billy Tam says, what's up, Cal? Thank you for your advice. My girlfriend won't let me out of her sight. I tell her I'm going to the SM Mall. She wants to come every time. She's very jealous, gets on my nerves, man. Yeah. Well, see, that's what's going to happen. You're going to be a prisoner. But just as long as she's you don't mind really if you're so into her. But this is what I told you I was waiting for you when you come over here. So make sure that it's the one that you really want. Otherwise, you're going to be miserable. You got a 3 following you every damn where you go and trying to henpeck you and everything like that. Al Rogan said, +1 for dying in my sleep. Yeah, but you're still going to be dead. Boo-hoo said, good morning, Cal. Hope you're well. I am, brother. Rico XXX said, don't bite the hook like an open mouth bass. King B. Stacker said, if you don't like jealous women, then you should not get with a Filipino man. Yeah, great advice there. That's part of the culture. They're going to henpeck you, man. And a lot of people like me, I can't deal with that. It's really driving me crazy. I mean, but, see, I don't see the Steve M. What is the Steve M? Let me go back and see what he's talking about, because I'll get rid of him. Oh, yeah, well, he probably is. Oh, he's stupid. Come on, man. He knows good and well. Go back and watch that video again, Steven. Stupid. Talking about do bar girls make good housewives. He's ignorant. He's never been over here before. He won't know the difference between a bar girl and a woman that works at the SM Mall. And neither will you. Let the bar girl come out of the bar, take off all that makeup and stuff, put on her little Filipino clothes, okay, the skinny jeans, all the booty shorts, and how they dress over here. And you won't know Stephen M. And, they take that little stuff like that. And that's all they have. If that's all you got, brother, come on, man. Y'all got to find more things to do. Are y'all really that miserable over there? Okay, Lauren, and this is a woman's perspective. She says, a woman, my definition of cheating is if my guy shows his penis to someone besides a doctor, but if he asks me if he can, then in honesty, I would handle it. Cheating to me is lying. Yeah, it's a broad term. So Laura, if your husband takes an attractive coworker out to lunch, is that cheating? Or if he's chatting online with some attractive woman, is that cheating? E. Parquet, what's going on? He said, I love this channel. Thank you. Mr. Pirate Brain says, Shalom, Calvin. How are you doing? I'm doing good, brother. Globalismo, black man said, controlling rules for foreigners and no controlling rules for Pinoy men. I'm not going to be placed inside my woman's cage, period. But actually, they do impact their men over here. You don't see that man ever outside. The only time you see him is on Sunday when they're all together at the family day. And they go to the beach or go to the restaurant. No, it's the same. I'm just saying that when it comes to money, okay, and when it comes to a breakup here with between two Filipinos, usually the man won't even come around. Okay, if he wants to see his kids, the sister or the mother will come somewhere and meet the girl and get the kids and take them to him. He never comes back around. She certainly doesn't ask him for anything. Trust me, man, I've been with two women like that. Okay, Marilyn and then my son's mother. She would not even let the man see the boy because he never gave her any type of support. Yeah, he said, no. He said, me ain't going there and wait doctor and stress me. No, it's not. When you're not having sex, that's stressful. Okay, any way you look at it. There ain't no men going on their own way, dude. But I mean, if that's how you want to live, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be that extreme. I'm going to be a real man. I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet. I know what I'm bringing to the table. If you don't like it, okay. I'm not going to mistreat you. But I'm going to be free today. If you don't trust me, we shouldn't be together anyway. I mean, that cheating is a broad term, man. And they'll beat you over the head with it. Sometimes you're put in a situation, your environment puts you at risk. You're in a completely, perfectly happy relationship. And then all of a sudden, here comes another woman of your dreams and knocks on your door and says, hey, I'm yours. You know, take me, I'm yours. You can do with me whatever you want to do. Now let's see how moral you are. See, this is what gets on my nerves because you got these men, they even beating other men down, you know, about that. Knowing good and well, it says 30 to 40% of people cheat. That's a lot of people. Somebody's doing it. You know, in front of the camera and everything in church, you're going to say, oh, it's unacceptable. But then 40% of the people are doing it. Half the people who say that it's unacceptable are doing it. That's hypocritical, man. Robert Dame says they haven't invented smell-o-vision yet. If you can't touch it, taste it, or smell it, it's just a conversation. Yeah, but we're talking about when they get over here. Is what I'm saying. Is when you get over here, it's a totally different situation. Believe it or not, this is just my opinion, guys. We don't have to argue about this. This is my perspective. The women over here seem to be more emotionally mature than us. They're able to handle their emotions better than us. That's why we flip so damn quick. They'll come over here and lay down with you, and all of a sudden, you gone. You know, there's no turning back. You heard what Marilyn said. She said, we try to do that intentionally because that's how they know that about us. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something, another big cultural difference. When a Filipino gives you herself to you, she gives you her life, man. She says, here, I'm yours. Take care of me, man. It's a great big responsibility that people aren't, used to coming from the West. Women don't do that over there. I mean, they do that here, whether you're married or not. I mean, she just says, look, I'm yours, 100%, lock, stock, and barrel. There's no ifs, ands, and buts in it. There's no gray area in there. So now you're my responsibility. I mean, I'm your responsibility. Steve says, I'm 41 now, plan to get out of the matrix by the time I'm 45. Calvin, you giving great advice. I plan to use the matrix to build wealth, Canada healthcare, and safe haven to return to. Yeah, have a plan. At some point, it's up to you. But don't complain unless you're going to do something about it. Don't complain to me about the matrix. If you're sitting over there infected by the matrix, you won't save your money. You won't come up with no type of investment plan or business plan or, nothing that's going to get you out of your situation. But all you want to do is talk about how bad it is over there. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear some solutions. That's why channels like mine, not just mine, but channels like mine are important. Where people have taken action to make their lives better. I'm not going to sit around and listen to some guy just talking and not doing anything. That's what gets me about these trolls. But y'all click on their channel. They're doing absolutely nothing. They built absolutely nothing. They've accomplished absolutely nothing over here. And you'll click on there and believe that BS that they talk about me. But I don't care. I'm at the point in my life, I've got this. I don't give a damn button. And I'll punch it about 10 times a day. But I'm not going to sit around and listen. It's like those jail lawyers, they tell you how to get out of jail, but they can't get out of jail. Okay, let's see. Rotorius says, where's the best island for tourism, man? It all is, believe it or not, man. I'm on Negros Island, which is split between Negros Oriental, Negros Occidental. I mean, either one is beautiful stuff. We've got a little island right across from here called Sapaway Island. It's 8 minutes away. It's beautiful. You see them on Sikio Island. I haven't been to them all, but I've been to Cebu, which has beautiful islands, man, associated with Cebu and resorts. But I'm talking about islands like Bantayan Island, Malapascua, Camotes Island. It's just so many. There's no best. That's just going to be, that's subjective. E. Parquet and Cal, if someone brought their kids there, would they be able to go to school without knowing the language? Yeah, because they've got international schools here. Some good ones, too. And they've got, my son, Gabriel, he's in America now. But when he was in Zamboanga, he went to a private Christian elementary school, and they spoke nothing but English. They talked in nothing but English. Now, they had a class that I think was called Filipino, where they, taught the Filipino language and everything like that. It was a course. But the teacher spoke in English. Everything was English. That's his name. Turk Sizemore says, when it comes to cheating, go to the Bible. Having lust for another woman is cheating. Yeah, but what Bible? What interpretation are you talking to when you talk about religion? And then y'all take little bits and pieces. What about the stuff where, you're supposed to cut your baby in half and all that stuff, or kill your kids if they disrespect you? Don't come on here with that Bible stuff, because most people don't even adhere to the Bible. Well, Al Rogan, man, you're being facetious, man, and you're being petty. He said what happened to Calvin apparently happens a lot. Women just showing up to do. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying it's called situational reasons, Al. Okay? When you're over here in a place like the Philippines and you're considered a high-value man, there's going to be more than one woman interested in you. It's going to be opportunity all over. I was minding my own business. I'm 2 hours away from Dumaguete, trying to help a fellow foreigner. And the young woman shows up. The woman who asked me to help him and just presents herself basically to me on a silver platter. Yeah, that happens a lot to me. I don't know about you, but to me, yeah, that happens. Especially now, okay, that this Sunshine Shoulders thing done blew up. You wouldn't even believe it, okay? The women I turned down because I'm in a perfectly happy relationship. But if you're not over here, if you're over there on your couch watching me, you have no idea. Mr. X says, I'm not getting your notifications. Now they send the troll feeds and I block them. Yeah, it's crazy. Something's going on. Frank Ellis says, I got a solution. Get on a damn plane. He said, I think I need to go get more beer. Never mind, there was some out here in the refrigerator in the garage. More than enough. Son of, what's his name? Ham says, the world is the same wherever you live, more or less. Well, people are going to be, you know, they bleed the same. They use the toilet basically the same. But there are some cultural differences, though. And I think we need to learn, wherever you're going, you need to learn about those cultural differences. That's going to cause you problems. I mean, it really is. Like one of the things over here is procrastination. It doesn't seem, you know, they call it Filipino time. It doesn't seem, it's part of their culture. I mean, I can't change it. I'm not going to try to change it. So what I got to do, I got to get in where I fit in. So if the party starts at 3, people aren't going to show up to 5. That bothers me. Man, I got this place rented from 3 to 8. You're going to waste 2 hours of my money. But what can I do? Thomas Marshall says, I had to get away from all the craziness in the States. I'm literally living my best life in the Philippines. Yeah, because, see, this guy says, oh, people are more or less the same wherever you go. It's not. It's not. Over here, you can learn so much about life coming from America. Let me just keep it on America. You can learn so much about living over here. People do not bother me here. Do you see Filipinos on here all up in my comments with that foolishness and stuff like that? You don't see that. You only see Americans do that. Do you see Filipino channels trolling me unless one of the American trolls done push them toward me? They don't do that over here, guys. It's not in their culture. It isn't the same over here. Okay? I'm looked at as a foreigner. It doesn't matter that I'm black. I'm just looked at as a foreigner. That's why I don't have a problem with women over here. I don't have a problem with people over here. People, that's old. How am I treated as a black man of Philippines? Why would you have to make a video like that when I'm already telling you that it makes no difference? Can't you see that I don't have a problem over here? So why would I have to make a video that says that? I've made videos to refute that. Like, hey, leave us alone. The Filipinos are making the Filipinos like black men. Well, I made a video to black men like Filipinos. That should really be the question. Okay? But you're just a foreigner over here, man. I promise you. They don't expect any more out of a black man than they do a Chinese, a South Korean, or a white man. They expect the same. That you're going to give them a better life. You're going to take care of them. That's it. It doesn't matter. I'm just telling you. Joe McGrath says, it's not that bad over here. Y'all making it sound like you're on death row. You're on death row here. It's not that bad. It's great. Just want something different in life. So go to the Philippines. Party time. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not even a point of, why are y'all even saying here or there? It's just an option. If you want to stay over there, Joe, stay over there. We're not forcing you to come over here. But it's just an option. You always want to say, oh, the Philippines are Thailand, the Philippines are America. No, this is just one option. How many times I got to tell you, Joe, the earth is approximately 198 million square miles. Wherever you are, you've got a very tiny perspective of life around this earth. Okay, you can't speak for everybody. You're saying, oh yeah, it's great over here. From your perspective, it is. Mr. X says, this is true. The more you make, the more women you attract. That's how it worked for me. It's how it worked. Now, that's the same all around the world. But the fact is, you're going to have more options over here. So you're going to have more opportunities to cheat. That's what they say. Because a lot of you guys, you get up on this pedestal or on this soapbox and you look down on all the other men. Oh, yeah, you're this, you're that. Because you don't have the opportunity. Okay? Or when you do come over here, you're so happy, your self-esteem is below ground. It's dead. It's 6 feet under. That you're just happy that anybody wants you. You're not going anywhere. But for men like me and others, countless other men who are standing tall over here, who know they're high value men over here, the opportunities are going to be there. The women are going to come around. Now that's when you say, oh yeah, I've got morals now because I can turn them away. But until you've been tested and put through the fire, keep your mouth shut. Quit trying to put people down. You never had a 21-year-old come at you like that. If you have, then you pass it. I salute you. I tip my hat to you. But more than likely, you haven't had that happen. Terrence people said, Calvin, what you say is true. They are jealous. But the way to start is the way you finish. My wife don't follow me like a shadow because henpecking's not in my vocabulary. Yeah, at some point, you got to have that discussion. At some point, you got to have that discussion over here. Okay? And if you, up until the problem I had, Maryland was like that. But now, since that happened, and it's been a couple of months since that door was shut, she's on me like white on rice, and I don't really blame her. That's why I haven't got mad yet. But at a certain point, I will have proved myself again. Now you're going to have to step aside or it's going to be a problem. So I don't have a problem now because she's, I did it to myself. Okay. But before that, prior to that, well, I didn't care where I went. We had that conversation. Peter Bowes said banking. Well, banking over here as a tourist is hit and miss. Now, are you talking about accessing your money while you're over here? Are you talking about opening up a bank account? Because if you're talking about accessing your money, there's several ways. You can transfer it from your bank to your bank account here, ATM, remittance. Okay. But if you're talking about opening up a checking account, then it's going to be hit and miss if you got the ACR card with tourist on it. Because you're a tourist. And most banks are going to look at that and say, no, I'm not going to let you open it. But there's some banks that will let you open up a bank account over here. You just got to keep trying. And then they're going to put you through the ringer because of all the money laundering and all the stuff that happens over here. We're in the Philippines. It happens in America, but certainly over here. Gabriel Lincoln says, I met a Filipino online and things are going good. Her biggest worry is when I get there in person, she will not be able to compete with other Filipinos that will be competing for my attention. See, because at least she's telling you the truth. What you have to do is just reassure her. But at the same time, just don't make any commitments online, guys. This is what she's trying to get you to do. You don't want to make that commitment. Because you don't know what's waiting for you over here. I mean, have some balls, man. A lot of us, we don't have the balls. We're not men. We don't even have enough. Okay, Steve and LC that came here yesterday. See, Steve, I interviewed him in Sycamore. He's a good guy, man. He's not afraid. You know how he met her? They met on the ferry. He did exactly what Marilyn said we should do. He said they sat beside each other for 1 hour and never said anything to each other. Then he looked at his ticket and he thought they had charged him more. So he turned to her and said, hey, can you look at my ticket? Did they charge me more than what I'm supposed to pay? And she said, yeah, you did. I think they charged him 25 pesos more. And that started the conversation. And hell, now they're together. He met her over here. He didn't meet her on a dating site. So I'm pretty sure he's happy with her. Secret War said, Brother Calvin, what's the best expat-friendly city to fly into to get the most bang for the buck? Eventually looking to move completely. But on first trip, I want to have fun. Cebu, without a doubt. Cebu, without a doubt. It's got everything that you're probably used to at home. And your experience, your first time coming to the Philippine experience is going to be a whole lot more smoother. It's not, man, I'm going to tell you, man, you flying into Manila, it's a beehive, guys. I say that for a reason. You're talking about you got 20 million people in an area that's only supposed to accommodate 800,000. It's people flying around everywhere. You know, the taxis they don't care that you're American. They don't care nothing. They're going to disrespect you. It's just going to be hell, really, for a new person. And then you may say, I'm never coming back to the Philippines. But if you come to Cebu, when you fly into Mactan, which is across from Cebu, it's practically a brand new airport. They renovated it. When you come out, you know, you don't get all that crowd, everybody rushing at you and everything like that. You get that buffer. You walk out there. There's the taxi line. You get a legitimate taxi. And you're there. You're gone. And then once you get settled, you got the big malls. They've got just a bunch of expats in Cebu. That's why I have a lot of my meet and greets at Cebu. Okay, let's see. Frank Ellis says, get a child swab account. Everybody talks about that. There has to be some restrictions with that. One guy was over here, he told me, he said, Cal, the only problem is once they discover that you've been outside the country for 6 months, they're going to cut your account off. Okay, this is what he told me. He's got a child swab account. Now, is that true? I don't know. This is what he told me. I think, you know, see, I've got Fifth Third. I've been out of the country for over 4 years and 7 months. Every December, I've got to call them to tell them, hey, I'm still out of the country. Or they will cut my card off. I forgot to do it. And I went to the ATM. I tried to make a remittance. I couldn't do it. And I was like, damn, what happened? And I remembered I didn't tell them. John Gomez said Austin, Texas to Cebu, September 13-12 round trip. That's about what they're going for. Now, I saw something on the Philippine Antics. They made a post. They, you know, because Manila is, United is starting in October. They're going to start a direct flight from Manila to San Francisco. They said it's around 1,400 round trip. Look, guys, that's the way to go. If you can get that direct trip, because my buddy just went home, Franz, and he took the direct flight from Manila to New York, JFK. He said it was 15 hours. He said, Cal, that's what I'm doing from here on out. Because I'm going to tell you, if you don't do that, there's no telling. You're going to get a lower price, but hell, you may end up in Dubai. You may end up in Hong Kong for 15 hours. I'd rather just get on one plane, and I just want one takeoff and one landing. Billy Tam says, you changed my life, Cal. There's a better way of living overseas when you come back to the States. You look at life and people in a whole different way. I know I did. And just the fact that there's life outside of the United States, this is what we don't get. This is the propaganda. This is the programming. We think, some guy was in my comments the other day. He said, well, 99% of Americans, they wouldn't deal with what's going on in the Philippines. He's missing the point. I didn't come over here to be in America, in Southeast Asia. I wanted something different, man. I don't want to live the way I was living over there. That's the whole point. Why do we want to bring America with us everywhere we go? Leave America in America. Period. Y'all don't get it. I don't want America over here. I'm glad the Philippines is different. That's what I was looking for. I can deal with the little nuances that I have to put up with because I wanted something different. It's not that I don't like America, but I spent 55 years there. How many more years do I got left? Do I got to spend my whole life in America? Where does it say that? Show that to me. In the Bible, in the book of life, whatever it is you want to throw at me, show me where I have to spend my entire life where I was born. I don't have to do it. But some of you guys are programmed like that. 99% of the people can't deal with what's waiting for them in the Philippines. Yes, they can. Because he's over here. He claims he's over here. I said, well, you did it. Why are you trying to send such a negative message to other people who want to do it? Frank Ellis says, I found it impossible not to cheat in the Philippines. That's why I intend to stay single. It's so much opportunity here, see? So guys that want to beat their chest, I'm faithful to my woman. You're either, your self-esteem has been buried, it's 6 feet under, or you just don't have the opportunity, okay? But if you're a high-value man over here, you're looking good, you got good money, you got good conversation, you're taking good care of yourself, there's going to be opportunity. Okay, and it's going to come your way. And especially, y'all heard what Marilyn said, not this time, but the last interview when we were in Sycamore. She said, the women, they're going to come, they're going to chase you when they see how good you treat your woman. They want that same treatment. But y'all miss all of that. He says, Son of Ham says, I've been online with my lady in Mindanao for 15 months every day and night. She's amazing. It doesn't mean anything. Who else has she been online with? She don't know if you come. It's been 15 months and you haven't come. Her patience is running out. Well, as long as you sending money, she don't care. She don't care. You're paying her for her time online. You've already made a commitment. You've already screwed yourself already. She better be amazing. And remember, fantasy never lives up to reality. Reality, never lives up to the fantasy when you get over here. Mike Dorsonville says, in the beginning, I told her round trip. No, in the beginning, where is he? I'm sorry, Mike. Hold on, let me find you again. It went down on me. Okay. Mike Dorsonville says, end of September, Miami to Davao round trip, 1100, Philippine Airlines. Yeah. Now, is that a direct flight? Geechee Land Music says, cheating and being single do not correlate. Yeah, that's right. You're not cheating if you're single. Out of ordinary says, LOL, deal with what over here? I'll need a few months to see, but it doesn't seem bad to me. Yeah, I know. But he's over here, but he's saying 99% of the people can't deal with. Like, what are you talking about, man? Are you crazy? You can live a Western lifestyle over here. It's just going to cost you a little bit more. But a lot of my friends are doing it. They're living in Cebu in these nice condominiums. They're paying $400, $500, $600 a month for. And they're done, basically. Chris McDonald says, I just checked Travelocity. Round trip tickets to either Manila or Cebu is right at 2,000, a little less. Well, you got to play with those dates and times, Chris. The further out you can buy your ticket, the better off you're going to be. Yeah, Rod Masterson, he says, LOL, first come, first serve. That's how it is. I don't care who you are. So, y'all can quit with all that foolishness, man. It's first come, first serve. Women who want to date us, they're looking for a ticket out of here, a ticket to a good life. And if all you're doing is just sending money, yes, you're going to take it, but it's not enough. If some Joe Blow comes over here before you, okay, and has everything you got, even less, but the fact that he's boots on the ground, you're toast, man. I don't care who you are. So you better get your butt over here 15 months. It's too damn long. She's like, who the hell is this guy? Does he even get a vacation every year? Come on over here, man. How serious are you? That's what they want to know. She's talking to more than one person. Merlin tells y'all that stuff, but y'all won't listen. She was talking to 3 guys. Me, an Asian American, and a white guy. They were all sending her money. I was here already. She didn't know it. And, believe it or not, I catfished Merlin. Because, I couldn't put my real picture and stuff on the dating site. So I put the picture of an older guy on there. But the fact of the matter was I got her first. She threw all that stuff out the window. She didn't care. I told her that was my father. She didn't care, man. Merlin threw all that out. Them guys were mad. I mean, the Asian guy sent them 58,000 pesos or something. He owned a restaurant or something in Pennsylvania or something. He was coming. He was coming. I just beat him here. He was coming because his daughter was getting married in Taiwan. And Merlin, he was going to bring Merlin to the wedding. Too late, buddy. I got over here. Beat it up real good, and that's all it was. And, same with the white guy. We had to send him a picture to show him we were together for him to leave Merlin alone. Merlin was like, no, I guess he said, well, hell, because while I was here, he sent Merlin 10,000 pesos. Brotoria says he was coming. Yeah, he was coming. But he didn't make it in time. He came anyway, though. Thomas Marshall says chances are she's talking to more than one guy. I would. Do you blame her? So why is he only talk? Why are you only talking to one? Didn't the man just say it on here? You're going to get locked in. Okay? You don't want to do that. You've already made the commitment online, which is the stupidest thing you could do. Why would you commit? You got the royal flush. That's how the producers beats the royal flush. You lay your hand down when you make the commitment. Some guys are proposing online. Some of them are getting married online. Guys, it's the same discussions we have every week. It's crazy. Yeah, Globalismo Black Man is exactly right. He said hundreds of amazing destinations to explore around the Philippines, not just about chasing a Filipino. I don't even understand why we chase them. They're not going anywhere. Remember the video I made? We're chasing these women who are standing still. They're not going anywhere, guys. They can take care of themselves. They've been taking care of themselves before they met you and long after you're gone. But we come over, we think we got to save them. And, we're chasing these women. And we're all chasing the same ones, by the way. But there's no need for you to do it. But I get it. Tim West said, yeah, Calvin, he was coming. The one who comes first wins. That's right. Calvin got in them guts first. Yeah, that's all that matters, man. Because then they've got their catch. Remember, you're the catch. They got it. So they're leaving the banks now. Once you get over here, they shut everything down. I promise you. Every dating site is shut down. Everything. Yeah, Rico XXX said, I got you on speed dial, Cal. Did the 4M die yet? If not, I'll check back tomorrow. Now, he's still alive, but they're making that call, man. You know, it's a shame when you tell the truth and people get mad at you. You know, there's just some things that defy common sense. When, you know, you're 90, she's 30. There's nothing real there. I'm sorry. You're only fooling yourself. But remember, I don't give a damn button. So we're getting there. Um, he's living his life. Okay. He doesn't care what we think. He's like, well, hell, I got a 30-year-old hottie. I don't care if she loves me or not. I'm getting what I'm supposed to be getting. But she's checking his pulse every damn second. Hey, W Secrets of Success, thanks for that super chat. He said 10,000 pesos. Cal, did you at least thank him? Yeah, I sent him that picture of me doggy style. That was enough for him. He shut it down. He blocked Maryland and everything. Yeah, they was gone. You don't even have to do it. All you have to do is show up. Erwin Absolute says, exercise your free will. And what's he say? And I don't know. I can't see that right now because this damn heart they got in the way over here. I'm on YouTube today. But let's get back to what we were talking about. Okay, he says, yeah. Erwin Absolute says, exercise your free will and build a life you're content with. I would do that. Chris McDonald said, good for the 90-year-old to get a 30. Yeah, see, this is all I'm saying. But don't think, I hope in his mind he knows that the woman don't really love him. But the money he's spending, he thinks she does. But she don't. She can't wait till he's dead. I mean, imagine if I'm 60 and I had a 90-year-old woman. Come on, man. I'm putting on the treadmill. Frank Ellis says the doggy dog world. Yeah, Mr. Vibrant. Yeah. The dog pound. Yeah. And we sent him that picture. Globalismo black man said that's why some foreign men get scammed, are locked down and controlled by Filipinos because they go over there with desperation. But that's it. And even if you're not desperate, Merlin said it on the video yesterday. She said, we're going to do everything to make you fall in love with us. She's telling you what they're doing, but y'all not listening. You say, oh, that's just Marilyn. I ain't going to pay any attention to her. She knows about over here. You don't. Just like you know what's going on over there, and she doesn't. When you come over here, man, you're dumb as a damn box. She don't know nothing about America, foreign men, the West, or nothing. Very little. That's why I bring on the channel. But y'all even miss that stuff. One guy says, man, I can hardly understand her. Right. And when you get over here, you're not going to be able to understand them even more because you can't understand their language, dummy. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't take for granted that people understand your English over here or that they even going to speak English. They know how to do it, but 99% of the time they speak their own language. Do you blame them? Papa Dappa, Car Hauler says, Jisa K. Love John. Well, what are you talking about, man? I don't get it. We're not talking about anybody particular. Chris McDonald said, did the name of that guy that got taken come out yet? Is he still stuck in the Philippines? I'm pretty sure he's still here. It takes a while for the embassy to get you together. Tim West says, LOL, wow, imagine getting a picture of a man going to back out of a woman you trying to talk to. Yeah, and sending money to. Because okay, I was already here, so we met in May. The Asian guy was coming in June for the wedding in Taiwan, and this guy was coming in July, August. I was here first. And that's all it was, and see, that's why I like Maryland, because she's honest. They're naive. They're like little babies when it comes to the West. And we're like little babies when we come over here. But the reason they win is because we don't want any help. We think, you can jump right out of the womb and start walking. You're not going to do that. You got to learn to walk. It's a process over here. Some guy, I forgot his name, Cooler Fact 74 or something. I did my research and I'm doing this. I'm ready when I get over there. I don't have any problems. I'm like, man, you can't take a test for what's waiting for you over here. Every man says that. You get his damn brains beat out over here by these women because you're on their home turf. They've got home field advantage. Where you're sitting at work, while you're at work for 8 hours a day, they're studying you 8 hours a day. She knows you're lonely. She knows you haven't had any female companionship in a long time. She's going to whip you good, man. And next thing you know, you're going to be talking about marriage. You're going to take your ass back to the United States. You're going to start sending more money. And pretty soon, she's going to have you. Yeah, you said you wrong. You beat it up before the other guys came. Yeah, but see, I didn't even know until we were over in Sikihor. And I'm like, why does your phone keep going off? He said, well, these are the other two guys that I was talking to before you. And I said, well, you need to get rid of him. He said, well, he won't stop. I said, okay, I got a way to stop him. Give me that, now take it now. And we sent it to his ass. He was in North Carolina. I mean, right as minute he got that damn picture, he blocked her and everything. Chris McDonald says, how often can we expect to find a woman that understands the unspoken agreement? Every last one of them. But it only lasts for a while. The unspoken agreement is only going to last to see if you can, build on that. That doesn't last forever because she starts getting comfortable with you. And then, they'll try to get out of it. They'll try to weasel out of that damn thing. And then, but yeah, every last one of them know what's going on. You heard Marilyn yesterday. She said, yeah, we already know. Once the man comes here, it's going to be sex. They know it's the unspoken agreement. But when you go to the mall, when you go to the resort and you do all that, you're going to pay. Mr. Private Brain says, charge him $10,000 per pick. Yeah. John Gomez says the 10 was lucky it's not an EV. Gil Bellamy, LOL. Yeah, but I had to do it because he was persistent. He didn't believe her. He couldn't believe it. And now we've been chatting. I'm coming in July. I told him I'm coming now. Mopar said back blowout pick made him give up. Yeah, because he wouldn't give up, man. He blocked Maryland and everything. Jabraz said, I'm in North Carolina. How could you do that to a homeboy? He wouldn't stop, man. He says, I'm coming in July. I said, well, hell, I'm going to come now. Send him that picture. And that was the end of that. That was the end of that. Jeffrey Taylor said, that story about the picture cracks me up every single time. No, it's true. I promise you, man. You can ask Merlin. We sent it to him. And the Asian guy, it just broke his heart. Yeah, I can't get rid of this damn heart. I don't know what's going on with this damn heart. This is something, that YouTube has got up here. Yeah, the one on the screen, I can't get rid of it. Yeah, Mike R. said, Beto said, money can't buy me love. He's 80, she's 30. He's just renting love. Yeah. But, okay, now, and another guy, here he is. He's, instead of him trying to learn from the video me and Merlin did yesterday, his name is Moochie T. He's about devil's advocate all the time, right? He says, because I said, look, guys, On the surface over here, the age gap doesn't matter. But behind closed doors, it does. You're not going to get along so well with a woman from 2 or 3 generations removed from you. If you're 70 and she's 20, okay, that's going to cause some problems. He said, well, I thought you said it don't matter. It doesn't matter to her. That's why she's with him. But in reality, it does, guys. You know, man, trust me, I know, man. Remember, the dreamer was 21. Man, no way I could deal with that on a 24 hour. That would drive you crazy. Uh-uh. TJ Johnson, what's up, man? He says, I'm from the Bay, and there's no comparison between South City, Colma, Delhi City, Union City, and Manila, Cebu, Davao. Mike Dorseyville said, you should have told him Daddy's home. Robert Thomas said, hey, everyone, please hit the like button. I'm not telling them no more. TJ Johnson said, you can get a good Filipino Phil-Am food fix, but that's about it. E. Parquette said, I heard the story before, but I didn't know that's what the picture was. That dude probably snapped. Yeah, and the beat down goes on. But we warned him. Marilyn asked him nicely, stop. He's here already. Nope. But yeah, TJ will tell you, okay, when he comes over here, he's probably got some opportunities to practice infidelity. Because I'm not even going to use that other word. It's too cringy to me. They use that to beat you over the head with it, to make you feel bad, to make you feel guilty and you're evil. So infidelity is too soft. It sounds too nice. So they'll say that other word. But 90% of people around the world say it's unacceptable, but half of those people practice it. I don't get it. Matthew Dean says, why she didn't give that man his money back? Well, because I told her not to. He didn't have no business sending it anyway. You want to send some money over here, Matthew Dean? We won't send it back to you. See, once he sent the money to Marilyn, it's hers. There's no reason to send it back. See, this is why y'all try to justify everything. Stop sending money, period. And you won't have that problem. Some guy live stream. Wait till you meet her, then give her money. Don't ever give her money. But let's go to something else, guys. TJ Johnson said, I've definitely gotten all sorts of invitations. The girls have been flirted with, attempted to airdrop me pics in front of her. Absolutely. Because they see how you treat your woman. All the nice gifts, all the nice trips. She's putting it all on Facebook. They like, I want some of that. Okay? And if you get in the wrong situation, which you've been able to keep yourself out of the wrong situation. I wasn't able to do that. I was innocent. I was minding my own business. I wasn't looking for trouble. I wasn't looking for anybody. And then a 21-year-old aide just says, hey, here, I'm yours. Take me. You do with me whatever you want to do with me. Yeah, let me see one of you guys pass that up who want to keep beating me over the head. Oh, you cheating on me. No, I'm not, man. That's called situational reason. I'm perfectly happy with my relationship. I don't go out looking for women. Okay? Yeah, Globarismo black man said, fool his money, I soon party. Yeah, give him his money back. Come on, man. Merlin wasn't born at night. King Arthur says, I agree, Cal. Take the money and run. Yeah. Yeah, Roger T is right. Make her work for it. Don't just give it to her. Don't give it away. Make her earn it at least. And what I mean earn it, like, it's got to be some type of way in your head where you're going to say, okay, she's earned it. Some type of time frame or whatever, some type of trust or something, man. You can't just come over here giving away money the way we give it away. But some guy says all Filipinos aren't special. I'll be damned. Yes, they are. Yeah, Matthew Dean says, you're right. He had no business giving her the money in the first place. Yeah. And then he's talking about, I'll send it back. Yeah, we sent it to him because he wouldn't stop. Yeah, Lonnie Franklin said, yeah, that 8 isn't easy to pass up. You came to that Philly bar and grill, that meet and greet, right? You saw them 8s over there downstairs. That picture I took with you. Yeah, it was a whole line of 8s and 9s just standing there, right? Them guys aren't going to turn that down, you know. But if you can, I tip my hat to you. But you're not going to do it. Because I'm looking around, I'm like, well, hell, is this candid camera or something? You know, somebody getting ready to jump out of Maryland, getting ready to jump out of damn bushes and say, got you, or whatever's going on. This is too easy. What's happening? Nope. Yeah, Roger T says, he gave away the money. It isn't his anymore. That's right. Well, he had that money to give, I guess. You know. Okay, Chris, he said, good night, fellas. Alpino, I said, yeah, I ain't turning down no 8 and 9. What's going on? What happened? Your ankle or your uncle? Oh, okay. Yeah, for his prescriptions. Okay, just give what you going to give him.
I don't have change here, you know.
You're not going to give him that.
No.
You send him somebody somewhere. Joe McGrath said, I can't stop laughing. Alpino, I said, finna slay them dragons. Yeah. Once you send that money over here, guys, I'm sorry. It's over. And Alpino R, he says, yeah, I ain't turning down no 8s and 9s. But these guys seem to think they can. You know, I'm thinking Maryland's going to jump out of the bushes at any time. Got you. You know, I'm looking around. I'm literally looking around like, this has got to be, you know, a trick. This has got to be a prank, I thought. I ain't going to lie, man. Okay, Craig, he said, okay, 5 a.m. for me heading to bed, folks. Take care, Cal. Thank you. Jordan Melby Vlog says, sunshine is better than Jasper. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, man. Get rid of this guy. Yeah, he's gone. I don't know why they want. Why? Well, see, that's because, you know, Jasper's up and coming, so you know the trolls is on him now. It's crazy. Hey, Dana Milton. He said, good night. W Secrets of Success Blog said, can I take a page out of Kevin Samuel's book? Thanks for the super chat. Pause the live stream and play a recording of Booby yelling, screaming until the lights get up. You know, man, I was thinking that the other day, but hell, he has 1 million subscribers. But, okay, wait. Yeah, Frank Ellis said, 8s and 9s are the big leagues. Yeah, this was the big leagues. This wasn't nothing to play with, man. Look, trust me. I'm around 4s and 5s all day long. I would have kept on walking. Okay? When you confronted with a 21-year-old 8 that could easily, under the right tutelage, be propelled to a 10 in no time, yeah, we'll see how moral you are. And then goes in there and packs that little bag, and she's determined to come with me. I'm coming to do McGay with you. You know, there's nothing I could do. I'm like, okay. And that was that. But, you know, they want to beat me over the head with it. I didn't cheat. That was a situational reason. I was a victim of my environment. Because I'm perfectly happy with my relationship. I don't chase women. Isaiah Allen said, if a couple has an understanding and came to an agreement about sexual exclusivity of their relationship, and one of the parties deviates from that agreement, how should the woman accept it? Well, if that's all the agreement, but a lot of times it's unspoken. People don't even talk about their expectations. They just say, okay, everybody agrees this is cheating, right? If you lay down with somebody else, right? That's what you have sex with somebody else other than your partner, that's cheating. But what else is cheating, Isaiah Allen? If I take a beautiful woman out to lunch without telling my girlfriend, is that cheating? What if I'm chatting online with a woman? Chatting, is that cheating? Yeah, that's cheating. Yeah, she made me do it. But literally, they do make you do it when it comes at you like that. Man, y'all have to see the dreamer to see, and I would never show her. But see, Merlin's too smart, because one time I put her on a thumbnail, right, and put her on there, and I forgot the name of the video, and you just have to see what that is. You'll see it when you get over here. E. Parquet says, Merlin, I complain, why should we? It's really none of our business. Yeah, she was complaining, but she knows me. Yeah, RLVRV, thanks for this. This is true. It's a new low pressure area inside the Philippines. It should be named E-Guy. Be careful if you're traveling in the Philippines. Now, we were talking about this because a guy, Steve and LC, they drove the motorcycle from here all the way back to Dumaguete. I was like, man, the weather can change on a dime over here. Yeah. Jeffrey Taylor says, I'm going to tell you the truth. If a lady shows me that she wants to be it will be done. Yeah. There's nothing. These guys, man, I don't know who they are, because there's no age limit. There's no age. Like, look at TJ's profile. There's no age that says he's however age. I don't know how old these guys are. You either are too old to have sex, you can't have it, physically unable to have it. No man in his right mind is going to sit there and argue with me about that. You don't. I don't care if you like other men. Son of Ham says, victim of my environment. That's a good one, Sunshine. No, it happened to me, but this is coming straight out of Psychology Today. Yeah, they say your environment puts you at risk of cheating and practicing infidelity. If you live out in the countryside somewhere and there's nobody around, yeah, you can beat your chest all day long and say, look, I'm so damn, moral. I'm so damn, committed to my wife. And you come over here. W secrets to success, a victim of a situation environment. Damn, that's a good one. No, it's true though. If you're around beautiful women all the time, man, and then they giving you signals and stuff, all that. King Arthur says, Mr. Private Brain, blame it on the alcohol. Frank Ellis says, I bet that dreamer knew she was hot. Man, yeah. Because they know over here, they know what we want. See, she's looking for a ticket out, and she's a nice girl. Somebody's going to get that. And just for a split second, it's going to make me mad. Well, only for a split second, because I'm happy. Because I said, that's my dreamer. But, yeah, somebody's going to have something good. They're going to marry that girl. They're going to give her a visa and take her wherever they live. I promise you that. I just couldn't do it. I wasn't going to do it. That was never my intention. I'm happy with my situation here. Yeah, Phil Cooper says, I hate reading all these posts with the judgment. Hell, presented with an 8, going to be 95% hit rate, no doubt. That's right. I can only pray I don't have that situation presented to me. See, this man's in his right state of mind. He's a high value man, but he's in a perfectly happy relationship. But he's right. As long as nobody presents themselves to him like that, he has nothing to worry about. You know, but it can happen to you over here. He says, but one surely has to stick to one's morals. Okay, well, all that sounds good. You know, we can talk all that stuff right now because it's not going to happen. That's why I don't like to talk about hypotheticals and stuff like that. Trust me, man, you're not going to be able to do that. I mean, have you ever seen one of these young women, they wear these booty shorts now? I mean, these shorts, they real thin around the waist, and then it shapes out into their booty like that. They're wearing that over here now. You try to pass that up, man. And you getting off the plane, you know, and you've been with Big Shirley for 15 years, and, you know, it's going to tug at every instinct inside of you. Your hormones are going to be lifting weights. You're not going to be able to do it. Victor Gillen says, I don't turn down nothing but my collar. See, a lot of you guys, it's easy to say what you're not going to do 8,000 miles away. I'm just trying to give you a fair warning of what's over here. You're going to come over here and be like, what? You're interested in me? When's the last time you've been with a 22-year-old? When you were 22, probably. Not when you were 60. And he's saying, yeah, I can what? I can do what? And it's going to cost me what? Sign me up. Yeah. Yeah, sign me up. No. TJ, some of them do. Yeah. And he says, what booty? Come on, TJ. Now, you the wrong man to even say that. Knowing your girl looking like a sister. Knowing your girl shaped like a Latino, a black woman, and all that all together. You're the wrong person to say that. Yeah, Thomas says, when you see it right in your face, let's go. But these guys, they're internet tough guys. You know, they're MGT, you know, they're men going their own way. And then when they get over here, they're going to be like, which way you going? Because they're going to get rid of all that. Laura says, but be mindful and use condoms. Yeah. Gil Bellamy says, I'm thirsty and it's not because of the weather. Well, at least he's being honest. Yeah, Son of Ham says, a good, honest conversation. You know, but I just don't like that word cheating because it's too harsh. They use it as a weapon. It's infidelity, but you can't say that because it's too soft. It's like you're letting somebody get away with something. But it's the same thing. It just doesn't carry as much force. He's a cheater. He's cheated. He cheated on his wife or he cheated on his girl. They just want to just make you feel so bad about it, right? Haitian government says, oh, I'm sorry, Laura. What's up, Franz? You back home yet? Now, he was stationed in the Philippines before, but he chose Africa. He chose Tanzania. T.J. Johnson said, not to speak of my early 20s as an unrepentant John, the numbers odds are with you, and I'll die on that hill. Okay, you still in Florida, okay. Well, T. Williams says, are Filipino women okay with a man having multiple women? What do you mean? I mean, if you're in a committed relationship, absolutely not. But if you're just saying, hey, you know, because I've got a buddy who's doing it now. If you're just saying, hey, you know, we'll see each other when we see each other. I mean, what's stopping you? It's not like you don't even have to tell them. See, here's our problem. We want to put everything on the table. They're not putting nothing on the table. They're not going to tell you anything. You won't even know her middle name. She's not going to tell you anything, but we volunteer all the information, and they just sitting back like, yeah, thank you. Keep on coming. How much you got in your, we tell them how much we get every month, how much we got in the bank. We tell them everything because we're bragging, we're boasting, we're trying to be this Superman over here, and we're playing right into their hands. It's none of their business. Your financial situation is none of their business, and their financial situation is none of your business. But we make it our business. We feel sorry for, it's my responsibility to build you a house. Says who? Says you, dummy. You know. Son, Al Rogan says some of these fast girls are underage but look grown. You will go to jail. Again, get a bar girl and be done with it. You have to be careful over here because a woman here from 16 to like 25, you really can't tell the difference, really. Okay, unless they've been working for a long time. You look at their hands might be rough, but you look at their face and their body, it's so hard to tell. You better know who you're dealing with over here. Because all it takes is, they don't call them Karens over here, they call them concerned citizens. They'll pick up that phone. Remember, you have no due process rights over here. So they're going to lock you up first if the girl don't have any ID. But there shouldn't be any excuse now because they got these national IDs now. They're nice. They look like driver's license or something. You want to see it. Okay? You need to check all of that stuff. We don't even ask to see that. We ask nothing. We so thirsty. We just want to go straight to the hotel. Boom, let me hit something. Then, we want to shoot first and ask questions later. We literally want to shoot first and ask questions later, guys. You can't do that over here. You better start asking some questions. TJ Johnson said, yeah, whoops, sorry. Yeah, you're the wrong man, TJ, to be talking that. And your girl been working in the gym too. I'm like, it's some, I go to the gym all the time. So I'm telling you, I know what I'm seeing. And they're getting more and more conscious of that. Remember, women here are not the typical Asian women. They're not these just straight up and down like that. They got African, Polynesian, Spanish, European, Asian. So you're not going to see that. My wife was 36 when I met her. I mean, without a scratch on it, did not have kids. I mean, really, it was something out of your wildest dreams. And you're going to see that kind of stuff over here. And she was 24. I was 46 when I met her. And, you better know what you're doing over here. You can't study for this test. You can't study for the test that's waiting for you over here. Some guy says, I did all my research. I'm not going to do, you can't tell me nothing. I'm ready. Okay, come on over here. They carrying us out on stretchers. You see that guy in Lapu-Lapu, he was sick. They took all his damn money. He fainted. He had a damn stroke in the airport. Like, damn. I think he was faking. I would have faked it. Yeah, give me some help. Get me back home. I'm broke. That's how this guy's going to be. TJ Johnson says, I can see why they don't tell us. It will blow your mind how much side even the most regular smuggler dudes in PH have. Yeah. But they don't believe it. They think that they're these moral characters, They look at us like we're sinners. Poor man's passport guy says, you want to meet me? Show me your ID. You better get that in your mind. Okay? You better get that in your mind, guys. Start asking questions. The basic stuff. Frank Gill said, come on over and get some. He said, my research was equal to training wheels. Yeah, see? He knows what I'm talking about. He's over here, the poor man's passport guy. You can't study for this test. It's not going to happen. And, when I put Marilyn on those videos, it's to show you how little you know of this place. because she knows so little about foreigners. She knows so little about America. And Marilyn is an intelligent woman. She's got a college degree. She's an what do you call it? A freelance bookkeeper, does taxes, does deed of sale, does the transfer, titles and all that stuff. But she knows nothing about America, nothing about foreigners. And you don't know nothing about the Philippines. I don't care how many videos you watch. But when I present that analogy to you, it goes over your head. When you come over here, you know diddly. Yeah, the Beach of Life says, everyone has a plan until you get here. I guarantee you, everybody has a plan until they get top. Yeah, get on top. That's what the poor man's passport guide said. He said they call him top over here. And the other man is bottom. I hear you, brother. Now, when I do that interview, I don't want you to say, well, now I'm bottom. Alpino, I said, man, I got up there playing my first and second time. It was big things popping till I locked man in. Yeah, Thomas Marshall said, your education doesn't start till you get here. That's right. But he's doing all his research, he said. Man, the Filipinos going to throw all that paperwork out the damn window. When you get here, you're gonna throw it out there. When she utters those magic words, you can do whatever to me that you want to do. You're gonna forget the questions and the damn answers. Yeah, they know everything about us without you knowing. They already know. You heard what Marilyn said. I knew when you was gone for them 10 days, something was going on because I know you. You can't go one day without it. Mr. Private Brain says, I'm working on getting in shape before I go. I'm 61. That's a good idea. Jeffrey Tatter said, that's a real life story of John. Yeah, it is. It's so much truth to that story if you listen to it. That the setup, part one, it'll blow your mind. It happens all the time over here. She's got the Filipino boyfriend. They're working a scam. Remember, the man tells her, hey, he gives her explicit instructions. You do whatever he wants you to do and don't hesitate. So we can get him where we need him. Because hell, he done already sent the 2 million pesos. Yeah, globalismo black man says they failed outside the airport of Cebu in Manila seeing them 22s, yeah. Not talking about car wheels. Yeah, they're going to fail any test they're trying to study for over here. Hey, Stephen and Ellie, Adventures, a good day, Cal. Yeah, Frank L said, not even one day? Man, they get you. Anybody that's over in a committed relationship with that, it still has high levels of testosterone. See, I don't know what I've done to keep my testosterone level so high. That's why I work out. I don't want them to go down. I'm 60 years old. I'm doing it 3 times a day. Okay. And every day. And I don't know what I've done. I must have done something in my other life. The universe said, yeah, I'm going to reward you. When you get 90 years old, you're going to be plugging some holes, wherever you are. Anybody that's like that over here, they know I'm telling the truth. But the guys, like I said, who can't do it, who have the other 40% of the guys who have low testosterone, they say, oh, you're lying. No, I'm not lying. I'm not. Cedric John said, Big Bro, I might be the first to have a Filipino send me money before I even left the States. What, she giving you your money back? That'd be the only way. What money she sending? Hey, Globalismo Black Man, thanks for that super sticker. I mean, what is she sending you? What Filipinos you dealing with? That would be a good one, man. Rod Madison says, if David says that, Cal, in that interview, he would really be in the Hall of Fame. Now, he's already in the Hall of Fame for coming out as a lady boy smacker. I mean, he's laying pipe with the lady boys. Nobody's ever come forward and said that. I put him immediately in my Hall of Fame. And he said the women in America treated him so bad that he said, well, hell, I want a man. Because don't get twisted. Lady boys are men. They just wear wigs. Now, the poor man's passport guy said, Andrew Tate is correct. Whatever your level, work out every day at any age. Yeah, it helps me. I've got addicted now. If I don't go, I feel I cheated myself. Tim West said, Cal, I think they know how the women in the West are treating men from the gender wars on the internet. They know how desperate men can be to find a good woman in the Philippines. There's plenty of them over here, but we're just too desperate. It couldn't be that bad over there. You know, just from the looks of it on the YouTube and all that stuff, I'm like, man, I'm so glad I left there. Because some of you guys, there's no shame in, buying a piece. I'd rather buy a piece. Now, I'm not going without. I'm sorry. Because if you come over here desperate, they got you. It's going to happen. They got you. Al Rogan says, I don't play in the peanut butter. Facts. Well, I'm not going to talk about anybody. There's more to life than sex. I mean, that's all we seem to worry about when we think about, transgenders, gay people. We only look into their bedroom. What about the other 23 hours that they're not in there doing something? They're just regular people. Really. Because I saw his video before, but it never, I didn't look that close. I liked the way he was talking and stuff. It was only a friend of mine sent me and said, hey, man, that guy that's on your vlog sometimes, that poor man's passport guy, I think that's a man he's with. You want to check it out. So later on that day, or maybe the next day, I went back on there and I said, Merlin, is this a man? And Merlin said, yeah, that's a man. Hey, thanks, Marvin, for that super sticker. Yeah. And then nobody didn't do anything to me, man. This is 2023. I don't care nothing about that. Hey, what's up, Just Travels? He said, Uncle Cal, listening to your audiobook. Currently, it's hot. I need more. Hey, thanks, man. Where are you now? Are you still in Africa? What's your plans? See, that's another thing, guys. We don't know what we can do until we do it. I was being desperate by doing that audiobook, and hell, it turned out pretty good. I was like, well, hell, I don't sound too bad. Because I was going to hire somebody to do it. I was like, I might as well read the damn thing myself. But just Travels, he's got a good channel. He's over in Africa, young brother. He's been in the Philippines before. Frank L said, believe me, it's that bad in the Matrix. Monk mode is in full effect. Wow. Poor man's passport guy says, when you hear the words, you can do anything you want to me, it will make you 10 years younger. Yeah, you're going to throw all that stuff out the window. And they think I'm playing. This happened to me in 2009. And it shook me to the core. I never heard that before. Okay. The woman was supposed to be 20, for 6 months, I thought she's 22. She's 18. But at the time, I'm thinking she's 22. Just, the finest thing that I've ever seen before. She was so nice looking. This is facts, guys. I was afraid to come out of the airport. I was just too bashful. I was like, this woman ain't really interested in me. I mean, she's staring, and this is crazy, man, because I think back on, she had 2 ponytails You know, she had her hair in a ponytail. Man, I was like, oh my God. I'm just standing there with my luggage and something just said, you fool, you done flew 8,000 miles. Get your butt out there. And I went out there, man. And when we got to the hotel, that's what she said. And, you know, she's like, don't worry. You can do whatever you want to me. I was like, oh, man. I haven't been the same since. You saw Rod Master said, a poor man's passport guy. I agree. If I hear that, I'm going all in. You're going to hear that. Okay, Just Travel says, I'm in Uganda at the moment, but yeah, I can't sit still long enough to read, but most definitely listening to it, and it's good. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't have no choice, and I didn't want, you know, because I was talking to Marilyn, she's like, well, do you think that's fair to the people who have bought your ebook? And I'm like, no, because, you know, when you support somebody, you support them. They know what I'm dealing with over here, man. I'm really raw. I don't have, you know, the resources and everything to do a lot what I'm going to do. And some people can't listen to audiobooks. They have to read it. But we're getting ready to do the whole 5 stories. You know, it's the setup 1, 2, 3. And then the other 4 stories, we're going to put them all on one ebook. Then I'm going to do them just like I did the audiobook. And, you know, I'm eventually going to do a teleseries type of thing. E. Parquette says, I've never been attracted to Asian women, but y'all got me thinking that. Metaphysical Musician says, they always show really skinny women over there. Not in the Philippines, man. Man, you come over here, you're going to be shocked. Brian Nichols says, I'm exercising my option. I don't blame you. Thomas Marshall said, the story in your book was good, Cal. Thanks. It came right out, man. I got a lot of stories I'm going to tell. I've got a lot, but I've already written 4. Well, you know, including that one would make 5. And they're basically written based on true stories, but I've changed just about everything to the point where it has to be considered nonfiction. Yeah, Just Travel said the same thing's happening in Africa with the money scams. Don't send money anywhere. Well, hell, these guys in my comments, they're so in love with Filipinos and everything. They tried to throw the Africans under the bus. They said the Africans did it. It wasn't a Filipino. And oh, man. I said, man, y'all can't throw the Africans under the bus like that. They said, no, it's probably that African love scam. I was like, well, the mayor said that it was somebody acting as a Filipino. So until we really know, I'm going to take his word for it. Yeah, he said this story did sound familiar. It does, because it happens all the time. That's why it was so easy for me to write it. The man is, you know, he's infatuated with a young, beautiful woman. And he believes everything she says. Marilyn said yesterday, people don't even know Marilyn. They've never met her before. They don't realize I'm the only foreign man she's ever dealt with. Really. I mean, but she said, oh, I said, what's the difference between Filipino men and foreign men? She said, well, Filipino men, foreign men don't like spending time with their children. She said that out of her mouth, and people believed it. This is our problem. We will believe anything they say. Not realizing, even if she used my example, one example, which is not true, and she said, oh, yeah, my friend said that. Huh? You're the last person that needs to say that. You have absolutely no way of backing that up. Okay? But we believed it. We jumped right on it. And I guarantee you, go in the comments, you're going to see at least 10 people who believed her. And this is what happens. We'll believe anything they say over something that one of our brothers or one of our fellow citizens say. Metaphysical Musician said, Philippines get real attracted to you quickly, so be careful, my friend. Be careful, my friend tells me this, and has been there. Is this true? Well, remember, it's all part of the script. Okay, they want you to feel, he's. I really love him, because it's working with our ego. Remember, they buried our self-esteem over in America. It's 6 feet under. So when you get over here, you got a 25-year-old, beautiful, attractive young lady showing you all this attention. Oh, I love you every 5 minutes. You start believing it, but really she don't love you. Trust me, they don't trust you. They're very skeptical of us. But all she wants you to do is believe it. So she's going to bend over backwards for you, jump through hoops, spin around in circles, run around the block until you fall in love. And then she knows she got you. That house and lot is not too far down the road. Or that visa and that new life is not too far down the road once they do that. And see, when they really are into you, you're going to know it. It's something you've never experienced before. They literally give themselves to you. Mind, body, and spirit. I mean, you'll be like, man, I can't do anything wrong. I mean, really. And it's something that people have never, ever experienced over there. TJ says, like I told you, Swedish dude was sending my girl's cousin thousands and thousands of pesos just to get her to stop ignoring his texts. Yeah. You preaching to the choir over here, man. I mean, here's the problem with me. And this is what makes me so, it's just what's so incredulous to me. The men who come over here are very successful. They've got college degrees. Everything they've ever touched has turned to gold. They come over here and the woman wraps them around their finger. And they're doing some of the stupidest stuff that they would never do at home. I mean, why would you buy a woman a car if she has no license? She can't even drive. You buy a car. You buying houses and lots. I mean, people are basically homeless when you meet them. Now all of a sudden, there are these queens, they looking down on the other Filipinos, like from way, way up here in their little ivory towers and stuff. Basically ruin the people. They better hope and pray that they stay up there for the rest of their life. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to come crashing down. And boy, it's going to be a long fall. I've seen it. I've seen it in Zamboanga. I've seen it here. I've seen it in Cebu. It's a long fall, guys. Okay? Because they don't forget. Okay? They don't forget. 1 minute you out front of the 7-Eleven like Ray was, begging pesos to get a pack of cigarettes. And next thing you know, you got wads of money in your pocket. This is coming from actual experience I've seen. The stuff I'm writing in these stories is happening for real. I've just changed the names in the stories. Okay? I've seen it happen 3 times. And they always end up worse than they were at the beginning. Because karma really is on the ass, man. The lady down it wasn't her situation. She didn't scam the man. She was just married to a foreigner. He died and left her a lot of money in the bank, couple of million, a 10 million peso house. Well, she started dealing with a young Filipino man. Got on drugs, ended up selling the house for like 1 million pesos, ended up back in the squatters area. Lives in the squatters area to this day. Sold everything, lost everything. It's all gone. And y'all know Marilyn's sister, 3 million, didn't give her mother not 1 peso. She's in the squatters area, worse off than she's ever been. Same thing in Cebu. It's that story, guys. You know. But what we do is we give them all that money so fast and we ruin them. You can't do that to people. Let them earn it. Say, okay, here, I'll give you 100,000 to start a business. But that's all I'm going to do. You take that 100,000 and then, if you get up there, then it's on your own merit. But I'm not going to start you way up here. So you're going to come crashing down like that? Yeah. He says, I can't even imagine it. I may not be ready. Now, you're not going to be ready. There's no way you can study for this test over here. And they say the Filipinos aren't special. They're like everybody else. But I'll be damned. It is something different, man. Something different. Something going on over here. Son of Ham says, there's something wrong when they say you are attractive. Well, yeah, that's called the Filipino makeover. And we all get it when we get over here. We're younger, we're slimmer, we're better looking. It's just something that they do. You tell them you're 50. Oh, you don't look 50. I thought you was 30 plus, they'll say. And you tell them, well, how much you weigh? Oh, I weigh 90 kilos. Huh? I thought you was 50 kilos. You're not that big, and everything. Oh, you really look good. You're guapo, and I'm like, man, come on. But everybody gets it. And if you bang to that one, you gotta have a long stay over here, Yeah, Steve P says you never really get away with anything. That boomerang comes back hard. Yeah, it just about cuts you in half. It just about cuts you in half. The people that cheated that man, they're gonna get it. You can't do it. It's like hitting the lottery over here. And eventually, they're gonna be broke. But we are our worst enemies. We do it to them, and we do it to ourselves. There's no reason for you to be giving that kind of money away as soon as we are giving it away. We don't even know the people. Why are we thinking we should be responsible for their financial circumstances? You can't do that, but this is the trick. They want you to fall in love. They'll do whatever it is that they need to do to get you to that point where buying a house and lot is nothing to you. You feel responsible for. Or buying a car, diamonds, or whatever it is. They're going to do it, man. I'm warning you. I'll just give you a fair warning. When you come over, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, King Arthur said, they're lying even when they say Tracy Morgan looks good. Yeah, he looks good over here. He's guapo. Yeah, he's guapo. But everybody's guapo. Oh, you what? You ain't no 75. And in their mind, they're saying, yeah, I thought you was 85. But they're going to say it to you. You really look good. I thought you was 50 plus. You're going to get that, guys, over here. I promise you. Everybody's they're going to smile. And what she found? Oh, she said you was guapo. A Silver New Jack says, salute the cow, hit the like. I quit asking for likes, man. Stephen Elliott Vincent said, Cal, just a quick question. How many of your viewers have been over to the Philippines? Any idea? Very few. There's some people on here, but very few. That's why they're on my channel. They want to come. Because I know Steven's here already. He's going to be here for the summer. I think he's still on the hamster wheel part-time, right, Steve? Where you from over there? Wisconsin or somewhere? I forgot where you from. But I know me and him are friends on Facebook. And I know it's cold. I mean, it snows like heck where he is. Yeah, Harold Till says, I've seen beautiful Filipinos pushing old men in wheelchairs. Yeah. But they're smart. We think we're smarter than them, Harold Till. We're not. Especially when we get over here. They got us. We're not smarter than them. But we think we are. That's why a lot of guys say, oh, I'm not going to bring my woman home. I'm going to stay over here. Because they think we're more, we're more, we can handle over here better than they can handle over there. It's really not true. And T.J. Johnson says, very few. Out of curiosity, what percentage do you think it is that haven't been? I'm going to say 95%. Man, this is TJ, how many times you been over here? You know what that trip is. That's why people don't come over here. People's like, oh, Americans. What's going on? Oh, what happened to my stupid? Let me see something. All right. All right, what's going on? Hmm.